Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks with you. We're getting set for our second game tonight. The Bronx and the Bulldogs of Syracuse. Syracuse coming in winners of three straight to come in with a 4-2 record after a win over Elkhart by the score of 54-47 just before the Christmas break. Bronx coming in 2-3 with a 3-point win over Stanton County just before Christmas. And the Bronx with no winning streak, just that one win before the break. So a win tonight could start a streak. So just going through a few more lineups here, lineup notes, and we're going to get set for Bronx basketball here this evening. Here's the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. I have no stats for them, and we don't have any heights for them either in the program. Just list their class age, so that's what we'll go with. Syracuse 4-2 under head coach Jordan Wallmeyer. They come in with a 4-2 record, averaging 50.2 points per game, and they start this way. A senior wearing number 11, Kyler Keller. Another senior wearing number 13, Bryson Lubers. A couple of sophomores, one wearing number 23, Brody Keller, and wearing number 24, a sophomore, Jay Gould, and wearing number 33, a senior, Juice Leva. This is where it changes. The Bronx going with a different lineup. The Bronx are going to go 5 in, 5 out tonight and maybe for a couple games. They don't know. The Bronx are struggling to score points at just 40 points per game. So the Bronx are going to try to find a rotation of 5 players that they can get some points generated. So, the thing about it is it's cool to get to be a starter. You get your name announced at the start of the ball game, but you know what? It only lasts for just a few seconds, and we are underway, and then subs are made and whatever else. So the Bronx 2-3 on the year under ninth-year head coach Nate Schmidt, and this is how they're starting tonight. Wearing number 1, a 6'1 senior, Pablo Arreola. Pablo averaging just under 3 points per game and grabbing 3 rebounds per game. Eric Munson wearing number 11. He's a 6-foot sophomore, averages 4 points per game and 1.5 rebounds per contest. Wearing number 20, Adria Gomez Escabel, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 5.5 points per game and 3 rebounds per contest. Here's where the changes are in the starting lineup for the Bronx. Pablo, Eric, and Adric had been starters. MJ Gonzalez getting the start tonight. He's a 6-foot junior wearing number 33, averages 3 points per game and 2.5 rebounds per game. And wearing number 10, a 6-foot sophomore, Tyler Holloway, making the start. Holloway yet to score for the Bronx, and he pulls down 1.5 rebounds per game. Bronx come in averaging 40.8 points per game. They shoot 35% from the field. They grab just 23 rebounds. Another thing that the Bronx need to work on, according to Coach Schmidt. And then they shoot 58% from the free throw line. He says they do good on defense, but he says when the ball's in the air is when the Bronx have got to do their work, and you can tell by the rebound total, Jared, at 23 rebounds per game. Bronx have got to get busier on the boards.
Oh yeah, that's second chance points right there. Can't complain with those because usually they're all around the rim.
So we're about set for the introduction of our starting lineups, and with that, we will turn it over to public address announcer Kevin Thompson. I think we will break for the national anthem first before we do the introductions. And the national anthem played by the Lakin High School Pep Band. And now the introduction of our starting lineups.
Our starting lineups, alternating, starting with the visitors on the scoreboard. Starting for Syracuse, a senior, number 11, Kyler Keller. For the Bronx, a 6'1" senior, number 1, Pablo Areola. For the Bulldogs, a senior, number 13, Bryson Lubers. For the Bronx, a 6-foot sophomore, number 10, Tyler Holloway. For Syracuse, a sophomore, number 23, Brody Keller. For your Bronx, a 6-foot sophomore, number 11, Eric Munson. For Syracuse, a junior, number 24, Jay Gould. For the Bronx, a 6-foot sophomore, number 28, Drake Gomez. And for the Bulldogs, a senior, number 33, Juice Leva. And rounding out the Lakin lineup, a 6-foot junior, number 33, MJ Gonzalez. Head coach for Syracuse, Jordan Wallmeyer, assistant Treg Tomachek and Lucas Finley. Head coach for Lakin, Nate Schmidt. Assistants Bryce Simon, Taylor Lovely, Hunter Kirby, and student assistant Bodie McCormick.
Big thank you to Kevin Thompson, the public address announcer, with the introduction of our starting lineups. We're about set to go. The Bronx in the home white uniform. We'll be going from our left to our right in this first half. Syracuse in the road, black uniforms, orange letters and numbers trimmed in white. Tipping things off, MJ Gonzalez for the Bronx and Brody Keller for the Bulldogs. Bronx 2-3 on the season, and the tip is controlled by Syracuse, and we're underway. Bronx have won 15 straight in this series. They'll look to keep that alive tonight. Drive into paint, kick off the short baseline, 10-footer off the mark by Lubers. Rebound by Keller, and a Bronx foul. Discussion by the officials. I think they're going to wait and see if it was on the floor, if it was a shooting foul, and it was on the floor. That foul will go against MJ Gonzalez, his first. Jay Gould with it. Bronx out in a man-to-man. Keller from the left side kicks it back to Brady Keller. Excuse me, that was Brody Keller. And he missed the shot. Tyler Holloway standing tall in the defense. The Bronx have it and will go the other way. Adric in trouble. Just did get it across. Syracuse in a man-to-man defense as well. Over to Munson. Munson drive in the paint. Wild off the glass, no good. And the rebound comes off to Bryson Lubers. Near side to Juice Leva with it. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. Across the timeline to Jay Gould. On the wing, Keller. Now to Kyler Keller. And the foul will go against Eric Munson. First foul on Munson, second team foul on the Bronx in this early going. Just over a minute into the contest. Kick it up top, Gould to Leva, now in the paint. Shot was missed, and Lakin with the rebound going the other way. Shaky with it, reverses the floor, over to Munson, left wing three, got it! Eric Munson from the wing hits the three, and the Bronx on top early. Jay Gould takes it up the far side. Pablo got a hand on it. Couldn't keep it in play. It'll be Syracuse basketball. Tyler Keller in the corner, looking to drive. Blocked by Pablo. Gonzalez with the rebound. Gives it up to Adric. Adric off the glass, won't go. Brody Keller with the rebound.
And 5-on-3, needed a bucket there. That's
And a
2.
blocking foul called out front. That'll go against MJ Gonzalez.
Got to be smart.
And the Bronx with a line change. Maddox Beltran. Ross Ryder. Austin Ritzma, Colter Oldham, and Drew Patterson, the second rotation for the Bronx. Bounce pass in the paint, picked off by Oldham. He takes it up the far side, loses the handle, now waits for help. Gives it up to Maddox. Up top to Colter. Colter looking to drive, kicks it to Ritzma. Ritzma from the elbow. Wow.
And he was right underneath his elbow.
Keller. Baseball pass up the floor. Juice Leva with it. Keller with it out front. Now they're going to call Patterson. And you don't call that just because the player asks for it.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
asking for it.
Yeah, you don't do it just because he asked for it, but the foul's going to go against Drew Patterson. Inbounds to Bryson Lubers. Knocked away by Ryder.
Nice back tip.
Ball is on the floor. Lakin's going to call the timeout with Ross Ryder on the floor with the loose ball. So nice play by Ryder, and the Bronx get the quick timeout. It'll be Lakin basketball inbound in front of their bench. Near side, Beltran with it up top to Ritzma. Now they work it left wing to Oldham. Oldham in the paint. Steps back, hits it over Leva. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of contact going on in this ball game, and I hope it doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah.
Ball knocked away by the Bronx. Syracuse to inbound. Tyler Keller with the inbounds. Just did find Brody Keller. Kyler from the right side. Three is too long, and the rebound comes off to Ryder. Outlet pass knocked away. Out front with it is Juice Leva. Leva drive. The foul is on the floor. That'll go against Oldham. So Lakin's fifth foul. Syracuse yet to commit one. Out front, Gould drives from the right side. That's short. And another, no, did he?
It's a block, but that one I could understand. He was leaning back the whole time, didn't take contact.
It's on Ross Ryder. That's his first. And that'll send Jay Gould to the free throw line to shoot two. 6 team fouls on Lakin, 0 on Syracuse. We haven't even played 4 minutes yet. Second free throw upcoming. In and out won't go. We've got a whistle. I'm going to say Lakin was in the lane too early.
I think his foot was up. I don't think he was in the lane, but.
And they're going to get Coulter for stepping in.
Well, third time's a charm.
Well, the third time's a charm. You're giving him a chance to make the free throw. And that one's in and out as well. Maddox with the rebound. Yeah, third time's a charm, but you're also keeping him at the line, too. Coulter up the wing, up top, Patterson. Fires for three, got it. Drew Patterson to catch and shoot from the three-point line. Bronx lead it by 7. And a steal, Maddox missed the shot, but a foul on Kyler Keller. And another rotation for the Bronx.
They called it on the floor.
The foul was on the floor. I don't know.
I wasn't really paying attention.
So the first wave of 5 is back into the lineup for the Bronx. Shaky with it out on the wing. Shaky from the free throw line, in and out won't go. And Brody Keller with the rebound for Syracuse. Tyler Keller. And a charge that time in the paint. MJ Gonzalez. That was Shaky, wasn't it? No, was that MJ?
No, that was MJ.
MJ with 2 fouls, standing in there, taking the charge. Inigo Morale into the lineup for Syracuse.
Look, he's wide open over there.
Shaky got ahead. And they said he carried it. It'll go back to Syracuse. Morale at the inbound. Now trapped, finds Kyler Keller at midcourt. Keller the drive, the teardrop miss, but Juice Leva there with the putback. MJ, top of the key, near wing. Now they work it up top to Holloway. Pass intended for Pablo. Pablo with the hustle keeps it in the Bronx possession. Holloway the drive, stops from at the low post, looking for help. Bounce pass out front to Munson. Munson stops in the paint. Can't get it to go from 10. And the rebound comes off to Inigo Morale for the Bulldogs. Cross-court pass, Gould with it. Ball loose in the paint. And a travel. Brody Keller walked with it. Jose Martinez into the Syracuse lineup. Bronx basketball, 2:40 to play opening quarter. Munson reversed the floor into the corner to Pablo. Pablo skips in, back out to Munson. 3 off the back iron, won't go. Tyler Holloway with the offensive rebound. Gives it up to Shaky. Shaky, bounce pass. MJ, reverse layup, won't go, too strong. Holloway running down the rebound, but he stepped on the sideline, and it goes back to Syracuse. Second wave back in for the Bronx. Oldham, Beltran, Patterson, Ryder, and Ritzman. Ryder with the near steal, but they're going to get him with the foul. Second foul on Ross Ryder. 7th team foul on the Bronx. And that'll send Bryson Lubers to the line for the 1-and-1. Too strong off the back iron. Ritzma goes up over Beltran to get the rebound.
Way up over him.
Well, as long as they come down with it in Lakin's possession, because you hate to see two guys fight over it. Patterson up top, near side Beltran.
I don't think Maddox would have had a dog in that fight, though.
No, not against Austin. Austin skips underneath, missed a shot.
And they called it off the wrong knee.
Yeah. Ball goes to Syracuse. Ritzma with the steal. Oh, bounce pass, and it's stolen away by Keller, but kicked out of there. Ross Ryder able to keep it alive for Lakin. They have it with 1:43 to go in the quarter. Left wing, Oldham hesitates. Now they'll kick it back up top to Coulter. Coulter looking to drive. Kicks it to Beltran. 3 from the right side. Over everything. Patterson with the rebound. His putback won't go. Loose ball. Ritzma comes away with the long rebound. Bronx keep it. Maddox kicks it to Drew. Drew, 3 right side. That's short. And a foul called. And Drew will go to the line to shoot 3. Foul will be on Jose Martinez. His first, 3rd team. Coulter with the rebound, missed the putback, but Ritzma right there to put it up and in. And we've got a whistle on the floor. Timeout called by Syracuse.
2 for 3 and a nice little putback.
And the Bronx
about that.
Exactly, and the Bronx lead it by 9. Syracuse with the timeout. It's a 30-second one. Bronx with full court pressure. Tyler Keller got behind the defense and will lay it up and in.
I thought Coulter was going to get a piece of that with him going on the other side.
I thought he might get there.
Trying to avoid the foul.
Under a minute to play. Bronx with the basketball. Up top to Patterson, left wing to Beltran. Maddox off the right elbow and a foul called. And that'll be on Bryson Lubers, his first. Team's 4th. I missed one somewhere, as I normally do. That'll send Maddox to the line. Maddox 3 for 4 on the year. And that's too strong off the back iron. And Maddox hits 1 of 2. Syracuse quick up the floor, in the paint, kicks to the corner. 3 off the back iron, won't go. Offensive rebound to Brody Keller. He'll take it and hit the reverse layup in the lane. Lakin basketball, 15 seconds to go in the quarter. It's been a long first quarter.
Yeah, this one seems like it's taking forever.
I was looking up there thinking second quarter. Pass near side to Beltran. Now to Ritzma. Ritzma steps in. Can't hit it off the glass, and that'll do it for our first quarter. Bronx will lead it by the score of 13-7. As we go to the break, we'll be back. You're watching Bronx basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube.
The Ranch House community is here to assist with skilled rehab, long-term care, and assisted living. We offer a serene atmosphere, dedicated staff, delectable dining, and daily activities. The Ranch House is here to serve our communities. Please review our site at midwest-health.com/ranchhouse/ or call 620-371-4700 to schedule your tour today. We look forward to hearing from you.
(13-7), the Bronx lead it after the first 8 minutes of play. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us today for Bronx basketball. We'll be Lakin basketball as we start our second quarter. Holloway, Gomez-Escobel, Gonzalez, Munson, and Areola on the floor for the Bronx. This original 5 that started the contest for Lakin. Munson stepped on the sideline, and the Bronx turn it over. Inbounds to Lubers. Wow. Stolen from behind. Holloway going to the floor, kicks it to Pablo. And the Bronx have it. Munson in the paint. He's fouled on the drive. I think that's on Kyler Keller. That's his second. Juice Leva back into the lineup for Syracuse. Tyler Holloway to inbound it for the Bronx on their baseline. Munson takes it in the corner. Way out front to Shaky. Munson back to Shaky in the corner. Munson up top, 3, bouncing around, won't go. Rebound to MJ. MJ steps in, off the glass, got it, and that foul's on Keller, his third. MJ Gonzalez with the rebound and the putback and a chance for three-point play. Roy Aguilar into the lineup for Syracuse. MJ's free throw, good. MJ with 3 points. Back to a 9-point Bronx lead. Jay Gould sprints up the far side. They've got him trapped. Near steal by Pablo, but Syracuse keeps the ball. MJ with the steal, brings it up near side, looking to drive, steps in the paint, off the glass, won't go, and the rebound comes off to Juice Morale. Inigo Morale, and a steal underneath by Shaky. Bronx bring it back the other way. And he carried it. Got it caught on his hip.
Yep.
Nice crossover move, but got it just caught up on the hip. It'll go back to Syracuse. Gould with the inbounds, guarded by Holloway. Bronx with pressure. Gould scoops it in the corner. Now on the baseline, knocked away. Shaky knocked it away. Pablo goes to the floor, and the shot in and out won't go. Inigo, another shot won't go. And it'll go, that's going to stay Syracuse. I thought Inigo Morale might have gotten the last hand on it. And the Bronx with another wave. Beltran, Oldham, Ryder, Patterson, and Ritzma. 6:15 to go, first half. Bronx lead it by 9. Pass out front. Morale with it.
Well, no one on the Bronx tonight should complain that they're tired.
No, a lot of. Oh my goodness. Shot off the mark. Beltran with the rebound. Outlet to Oldham. Now up to Patterson on the wing. I'll tell you what, they're letting this get real physical, but it's going to if it's going to be this way, it better be both sides of the floor, you know. Colder in the paint, hits it from 10. I don't mind that type, but you got to be consistent with it. Because right now there's a lot of stuff going on. Juice Leva, drive, kicks it to the corner to Roy Aguilar. Layup missed. Oldham with the rebound. Somehow got out of there between 3 players. Brings it up the floor. Oh, pass intended for Austin. Knocked away by Juice Leva. And Bronx will keep. Huh?
So lob that one up so he can lay it in off the glass.
Yeah. Jose Martinez into the lineup for Syracuse. Also, Bryson Looper's back in. Let's see another new number. That is Alvaro Leyva. Alvaro Leyva is a sophomore. Wrong basketball. Patterson spins, throws it up off the glass, won't go. Rebound to Brody Keller. The problem is, though, with the contact right there, don't force up shots. And I think,
that's what he was trying to do.
Drew might have forced that one up, looking for contact. Long shot missed, but on the backside, Brody Keller there to lay it up and in. Ryder, left wing to Oldham, under to Ritzma. Ritzma off the glass and one. Ritzma doing a good job with that post move underneath. And a Bronx rotation once again as Ritzma will shoot the and one. Ritzma, a 55% free throw shooter through 5 games. And got it. Ritzma with 5 points. MJ Gonzalez back into the Bronx lineup. Bronx up by 12, their biggest of the half. Alvaro Leyva across the timeline, kicks it to Keller. Now corner shot off the back iron, won't go. Ball is loose. Shaky comes away with the rebound. Tyler Keller back on the floor with his 3 fouls. And Keller with the steal and the save. Keller drives, step back 3. Off the back iron, won't go. With the loose ball is Jay Gould. Pablo comes away with the rebound. You'll find Shaky, who brings it up for the Bronx. Near wing, Holloway. Up top to Shaky. Shaky looking to drive. Drives from the left side, hits the layup.
Great move. Nice little hesitation. Long ball.
And an errant pass will go back to Lakin as Keller throws it away.
In middle school, we call those 13-year-old passes.
And you're giving them the benefit of the doubt in middle school at they're 13.
Exactly.
Inigo Morale back into the lineup for Syracuse. Wrong basketball, 3:15 to play first half. MJ off the elbow, drives in, off the glass,
nice.
Got it over Leyva. I'm liking MJ Gonzalez every time I see him play. Keller, pass, cross court, picked off by Gonzalez. Near side, Shaky, stops, over the defense, too strong off the glass. Man, that was a good shot selection, just too strong. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Morale with it, top of the key. They'll set it up, near side, Leyva. He finds Lubers from the corner, high three, battling for the rebound. MJ Gonzalez battling Juice Leyva, and Leyva able to reverse it and put it back in. That was just good hustle by two big players underneath that time. Shaky out front, looking to drive. Ball is loose, and it's going to stay with Lakin. Ryder, Ritzma, Patterson, Beltran, and Oldham back on the floor for the Bronx. It will be Lakin basketball. 1:59 to play first half. Ryder to inbound for the Bronx. Out front to Oldham. Maddox with it on the wing, guarded by Keller. Syracuse in a man-to-man. Oldham looking to drive, stops.
Got a hand on
I think
it.
they got a hand on it. Ball is loose.
And Ritzma had that too.
Bryson Lubers comes away with it, takes it up the far side. Stops, spins, puts it in over Patterson. Long pass up the floor. Beltran, three, that's way short.
Wow.
Patterson with the rebound.
Well, say.
He stepped on the end line, but that's got to be a push.
Foul. Yeah.
Because he stopped and there's no way he could stop through that. Jay Gould back in the lineup for Syracuse. The foul's on Alvaro Leyva and Patterson at the line. Early it was a 6-0 foul advantage against the Bronx, and now Syracuse with 8 fouls, the Bronx with just 7. Patterson hits the free throw. And the second one in and out. Coulter able to tip it out. Ross Ryder with it. Long pass. Patterson thought about the three.
Oh, what a steal by Austin.
Ritzma battling underneath. Still comes away with it. Over to Patterson. Right side. Three. Got it! Drew Patterson with the three, but I'll tell you what, credit Austin Ritzma at that time, just keeping that ball alive.
Oh, and a block. Should have been.
Foul is going to go against Austin Ritzma, his first.
Well, at least they called it on the floor.
Lubers at the free throw line with the 1-and-1. Missed the free throw. Oh, and the Bulldogs got the rebound. Brody Keller comes away with out to Kyler. Kyler looking to drive. Good defense that time by Drew Patterson. Ball bobbled out front. Bryson Lubers just threw it up from 10 and got it answered. Strong basketball. 30 seconds to play in the half. Ritzma works it near side to Coulter. Still a man-to-man defense by Syracuse. Coulter out near the logo. That's time now to 15 seconds. Beltran on the right wing. Ritzma flashes up top, under 10 to go. Oldham somehow gets it through the paint.
He fell over the top of him.
Foul is going to be on Coulter Oldham, and then Syracuse goes to the other end to shoot free throws. Second foul on Coulter. Jay Gould at the line for the 1-and-1. In and out, won't go. Beltran with the rebound. Bronx have 3 seconds. Coulter.
He got him on the hand.
Boy, skipped underneath him for one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Smacked his hand away.
But the Bronx go to the halftime break, leading Syracuse by the score of 29-15. And with that, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the first half numbers right after this.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Fred Ripsema established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. We're at the half. The Bronx on top of the Bulldogs by the score of 29-15. We'll look at the first half numbers. First for the Bulldogs, Brody Keller, Bryson Lubers, and Juice Leyva, all with 4 points apiece. Kyler Keller with 2, Jay Gould with 1. From the free throw line, Syracuse 1 of 5 from the stripe. For the Bronx, Drew Patterson leading the way with 10 points. Austin Ritzma and MJ Gonzalez with 5 points apiece. Colter Oldham with 4. Adria Gomez Escabel with 2. Eric Munson with 3. And Maddox Beltran with 1 point. From the free throw line, the Bronx 6 of 9 from the free throw line as they lead at 29-15. If you weren't with us earlier, you should have been. The Lady Bronx improved to 4-2 on the season with their second straight win. With a 38-29 win over the Lady Bulldogs, we're now joined by Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway. And coach, a lot of times I always looked at it, the Lady Bronx had such a great game going into the break. You kind of wondered how they might come out of the break, but now a 2-game winning streak with a nice win over Syracuse here tonight.
Yeah, it was
maybe not pretty, but a nice win.
Not exactly how we were wanting to come out and start the second semester. Kind of, you said it though. It was the break got us a little bit more than what we wanted it to, and it was good to get this first one out of the way, and we'll move on to the next one.
And that's one thing I told Jared. I said, I think they still have the Christmas break legs, because Lakin got a lot of good looks at the basket, but it just seemed like it was just right off the front of the rim every time.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you had somebody next to you telling that to you, because I had 2 coaches telling me the same thing. But I said it's not something that I want to hear. If we're not making them, we still have to make them and finish. We're getting good shots. Yeah, thanks. I see that. But we got to find a way to knock those down. And what we talked to them at halftime about was the fact that they miss those easy baskets, it gives the other team confidence.
Exactly, and the easy baskets also. I mean, the shots outside were short, but the paint shots were off. And Lakin, I love the way the direction the post game's going. Brooke, I thought, had a great game with 10 points. I know you're working her back in the lineup because she missed that Stanton County game with her knee injury, but I thought she did a great job. And at times, the Lady Broncs did a good job of seeing her in that low post.
Yeah, we got it to her a lot. We weren't doing a great job of being precise and being sharp with our offense, whether it was passing and catching, whether it was screening, whether it was looking to the post when they're open, reversing the ball fast. Like we had a lot of issues, and a little bit of that was focus, a little bit of it was conditioning. That's probably the one thing that disappointed me the most is the conditioning we were in was not where I thought we would be after a break.
Kinsey Lohman-Fuller off the bench with 6 points, and a lot of those shots that we talked about, she had a lot of good looks and just could not get it to go in. And there again, maybe it's the legs after the break or whatever, but I thought she did a good job underneath. But to me, it looks like she's got to put herself in better position to have a chance to hit those shots.
Yeah, and I felt like she did some really good things defensively for us. She does a good job of probably the best of all our girls of being able to be in help side and help on penetration. But even she had some trouble with their penetration. We gave up way too much, and we're going to have to do a better job next game for sure.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, with some of the problems that you saw, still only gave up 29 points. So that's a good defensive outing when you hold a team under 30.
Yeah, it was. And I did look at that in the second half. I started looking up there, and we only had 30 points or something, and I kind of shook my head like, we got to score more than that, definitely. But like you said, defensively, if we're able to do what we did, offense will come. We'll start making those when we get back into the flow. We missed some layups in transition. We missed a lot of shots that we don't normally miss.
One player, and I talked about her before the break, Jared Davidson, finished with 7 points tonight, but they were all in the first half. She just offensively was not there in the second half, but I still think there were a couple times in that first half that she dropped down to the post. I don't think there's a girl that can guard her in the High Plains League. If she gets that ball with her eyes to the basket, I just don't think somebody can stop her.
I agree with you.
Now we need to work on her to say, hey, that's where you need to play.
I just don't know if she understands. She maybe hears us, but doesn't really listen to what we're saying. But and she was one that missed some easy layups in transition. She makes the two that were wide open for her. That's 11 points. That's double figures. So
yeah, and I like the way she plays, and even last year, I like the way she plays within 15 feet of the basket.
Yeah,
she's not one of those shooters, I don't think, that needs to be outside the three-point line, but she needs to be in this painted area, and I really think that's where she does a lot of her damage.
Well, you say that, but she knocked down that first three right off the bat, and it looked good.
It did, yeah. But I just like the way, because she's athletic. She can move and she can do a lot of things, and I think that's where she becomes more effective. But there, like you said, you had to counter me with the three, and it was a great three, for her to hit that right off the bat. But I'm still looking for the night that she has that breakout night. I really am.
Yeah, I would maybe sit down next to Coach Leader, maybe in a game if we had 4 girls having a night on the same night.
So you're saying it's kind of difficult to sit next to Coach Leader most nights?
Yeah, I like to stand and get in his way a lot of times, and he does get mad about that. But
so if he can't see it, he can't talk about it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the chemistry that coaches have.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Lakin improving to 4-2 on the year. A big game next Tuesday as the Lady Broncs will travel to Holcomb. And I know you were watching Holcomb on your phone last night during the middle school games, but a very formidable opponent. The Broncs happen to go over there.
Yeah, they don't play a lot of girls. I think they're only playing 7. And if they have to, they don't even want to play all 7. But it's still a solid team. They're still continuing what they had going last year, and it's going to be a tough game. I just hope our girls are a little bit more prepared mentally, and that's kind of on us as a coaching staff to get them there next Tuesday.
No off day on Sunday afternoon. Better be at shoot around, and we're going to work on Monday, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, Coach. Well, hey, congratulations on the win tonight. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Tuesday.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
You betcha. That's Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway as the Lady Broncs win it tonight by the score of 39-28. Excuse me, 38-29. Syracuse basketball as we start our second half. Keller from the left side hits it over Esquivel. Keller with 4. Up top, Munson. Dribbles left side, gives it up to Holloway in the corner. Bounce pass, MJ. Turnaround, got it. Great pass by Tyler Holloway. MJ Gonzalez with 7.
I said, but my mic was muted, so.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm taking credit.
Juice Leva with it out front. Bronx in a man-to-man. Gives it up to Bryson Lubers. Cross-court pass, Gould. To Brody Keller in the corner, looking to drive. Oh, are you kidding? That's going to be on Eric Munson.
Man.
Blocked inside by MJ. They tried to lob it into Juice Leva. MJ threw it away. Munson from the right elbow, misses from 12, and Leva with the rebound. Leva loses the handle, but it's up the floor to Jay Gould. Gould, the runner in the paint, off the mark. Holloway with the rebound.
Jeez. Oh, okay. We'll take the timeout, but
wow. Nate saved the possession because his guy was getting hammered there. That official wouldn't let Bryce come over and talk to him. Bryce was going to talk to him, and he wasn't going to listen to it.
and Bryce is probably the best one to talk to.
Well, yeah.
He'll probably put it the nicest way.
Lakin basketball. Wrong basketball. Syracuse with pressure in the backcourt. Munson somehow dribbled through, and he walked with it.
Good effort.
Syracuse basketball. Inigo Morale into the lineup for the Bulldogs. In the corner, Lubers.
Yeah. You're on body first.
Well, I understand that, but on the other end,
Yeah.
let's go. A foul on Shaky. That's his first. And the Bronx with the second wave back in the lineup. Leva with the inbounds, takes it in the paint, trapped, and a 3-second violation. We'll go back to the Bronx. Drew Patterson to inbound. And that'll be picked off by Brody Keller. You got to put some air under it. Leva dribbles around Ryder. Drive in the paint. And the layup good by Morale.
I think if we just gotta step up and take the full contact.
Yep.
A little bit's not gonna do as much here.
Near side Beltran off the dribble, back out to Patterson. Coulter mishandled it, able to work it to Ryder. Left side three, Drew got it! Drew hit it over Keller. Drew Patterson off the bench now with 13.
Oh.
Maddox, great steal away from Brody Keller, but he was standing on the end line.
I think Drew's only got 12. He had 9 first half.
Okay, I had 10, so okay. Juice Leyva lays it in off the inbound.
Unless I didn't mark down the free throw, but my numbers added up at the end.
I had him for 3 free throws in the first half.
Yep, okay. Yeah, we're good.
So 12 or 13.
He's only got 12 then.
Okay. Ritzma the drive, missed it off the glass. Battle for the rebound. Syracuse comes away with it. Patterson diving to the floor, steals it, and gives it up to Oldham. Coulter looking to spin in the paint. Oh my goodness. Lakin will keep the arrow, but my goodness. Inbounds to Ritzma in the corner, out to Patterson. Now to Beltran in the corner with Keller on him. Coulter, long three, got it! Coulter Oldham with the long three from the right side. Bronx it back up by 16. Brody Keller underneath finds Leyva. Leyva spins, won't go. Then they're going to call a foul on Lakin. Fouls on Austin Ritzma. Syracuse will inbound. Ball knocked away. Tyler Keller comes up with the loose ball. Pass near side. Morale. Floater in the paint, won't go.
Hey.
And a charge. I think that's going to be on Inigo Morale. That is his second foul. So the Bronx will get it back. Bronx no trouble with the press. MJ the drive and a block.
Yeah.
That foul will go against Jose Martinez. And that's going to be 3 on him if my count's right.
Yep.
Is it on the floor or was he shooting?
Shooting.
Okay. You know, I've seen some others that were just kind of like that earlier where they called it on the floor. So I was waiting to see if he was going to the line or not. So that's the third foul on Martinez. And MJ Gonzalez to shoot 2 and hits the first of the free throws. Looks like we got supper, huh?
Maybe.
MJ got it to fall.
I thought it was going to get stuck.
I thought it was going to stick too. Yeah. Bronx with their biggest lead at 39-21. Up the floor.
There we go.
And a charge out front. MJ. I'll tell you what, MJ with 2 fouls is standing in there.
Risky.
And that foul on Keller is his 4th. And maybe not so much the contact as is, extending the elbow or the forearm out more than anything.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
Just
Extended
extension.
the forearm.
Nope, it wasn't for us. So what do we're still trying to sort it out here, or
They're saying he has 5.
They're saying he has 5?
He's only got 4.
Is there there's a technical foul? If that's okay, so maybe there's a technical. Was it on Keller? Because Munson's at the line to shoot free throws, so Keller got a. Keller got a technical.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Are we froze?
No.
Oh, okay, that's you.
I was going to go back and see what happened.
That's a big turning point in this game, because I'll tell you what, Kyler Keller is a heck of a ball player. But in that situation, just let the frustrations get to him. Oh, and Eric missed the free throw. Get another opportunity coming up here. And that free throw is good. So Eric Munson 1 for 2 on the technical free throws. Wow, what a turning point that could be.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that here in a bit when I got some time. I definitely missed it. I wasn't paying attention. I thought they had it all figured out.
The Bronx with their biggest lead at 19. MJ got loose at the low block and laid it in. He's got 11. And the Bronx now lead it by 21. Nigo Morale with it on the wing, guarded by MJ. Off the screen, kicks to the corner to Gould. Gould on the drive up top, Brody Keller. Keller, the floater won't go. MJ with the rebound. Shaky, weaving through traffic, takes it in the paint, stops in front of the defender, in and out, won't go. They're going to give it to Eric. I thought it was going the other way. So Eric Munson with the rebound. Juice Leva into the lineup for Syracuse. 2:48. Yeah, our ball, buddy. Tyler Holloway to inbound it for Lakin. 2:48 to go in the third. Munson kicks out to the corner, guarded by Morale. Shaky drives, gives it up to Munson. Back out to Shaky. 3 left side. 3's off the back iron. Won't go. MJ battling for the rebound. Holloway comes away with the loose ball, gives it up to Pablo. Pablo looking for help. Bounce pass out to Munson. The Bronx will reset it. MJ drive, left side, steps in. Dishes to Munson. Munson, turn around, and got it in the paint. Eric Munson with the turnaround from 10. And the Bronx, just like that, are up to leading by 23. Holloway knocks it away. Can't save it, but it'll go back. It'll stay with Syracuse. Roy Aguilar into the lineup for the Bulldogs. I don't know that I'm always a huge fan of the 5-in, 5-out thing, but I'll tell you what, the Bronx sure made it work tonight.
So I am tonight for sure.
And, you know, I've seen good things from each one. Now, eventually, I think, you know, the coaching staff will probably have to decide on who the best 5 are. But I'll tell you what, both waves have done some good things tonight.
I'll say, but the thing is to have a team where you got 10 players that you can rely on.
Ross Ryder with the steal. Yeah.
That can make you a dangerous team.
Well, that's the thing. You're going to have 10 guys that can play.
Yeah, that's very versatile for you.
Oh, Ross drug that pivot foot out front and have turned it. It'll go back over to Syracuse. Bronx need to get back. Okay, there they pick them up at midcourt. I thought Syracuse was going to have 2 of them deep, unguarded. Brody Keller with the inbound. Pressure by the Bronx in the backcourt. Juice Leva, crossover dribble. Dishes near side to Aguilar. Spin move. Brody Keller has it stolen away by Drew Patterson. Gives it up to Coulter. Coulter brings it up near side. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. And somehow got it to Ritzma. Nate with the timeout. And it'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. You know what? We need to take a breath. Catch our breath here. 1:09 to go in the third. If you've got one ready, let's go to it. We'll be back. You're watching Bronx basketball. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. Lakin basketball. Oldham takes it back in the backcourt. 1:05 to go in the third quarter. Bronx with their biggest lead at 44-21. Top of the key, Ritzma. He'll give it up to Coulter. Coulter three from the top. No good. And Jay Gould with the rebound. Takes it up the far side, picks up the dribble. Finds Morrow, top of the key, guarded by Ryder. Gives it up to Brody Keller. To Gould. Juice Label with it. Ryder got a hand in there, but Morrow with the loose ball for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Bronx don't mind right now if Syracuse just runs a passing game out front with the 23-point lead. Leyva, good defense that time by Oldham. Gould from the corner, three, got it. Bronx with it, Patterson on the wing, Ritzma near side Oldham. He'll fire from three, off the back rim, won't go. Morrow with the rebound, outlet, up the floor, Syracuse won't get it off, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of play here as the Bronx will take a 44-24 lead into our fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You can lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
(44-24), the Bronx leading the Bulldogs. Bronx coming into tonight had won 15 straight over Syracuse in the series, looking to make it 16.
He dribbled in back court.
Gould, three from the right wing. That's 2 straight for Jay Gould. Ball knocked away. Lakin will keep it. What do you got? Oh. Got an update. Holcomb and Ulysses. Holcomb with the, what was a 15-point lead?
57-42 in the fourth.
Okay.
On top of Ulysses.
Yeah, and Holcomb, our opponent Tuesday, as the Bronx travel to Holcomb to battle the Longhorns. Pablo backs in. And the pass stolen away by Jay Gould. Gould drives near side. MJ will be called for the foul.
He blew that whistle before he even came down. Saw that one coming.
Tell you what, MJ Gonzalez, that's his 3rd foul, but he had 2 quick early in the contest. He's done a great job to keep himself in the game. That one, you could kind of see that one coming.
And he also got a charge, too,
Yeah.
to luckily not pick up a third.
So Gould will be at the line to shoot 2.
Ooh, barely made it up and over.
Yeah, got it off the front of the rim, and it did just get over. Bronx still need to be careful with this team. Syracuse is a team that can score. I mean, they only average 50 points a game. The Bronx average 40, but they're athletic. They can.
But we did finally figure out that Keller is out with 5 and did receive a technical.
Yes. Patterson from the corner 3. That's short. And a rebound to Leyva. Up the floor, Brody Keller. Syracuse thought was going to run, but they'll hold it up with 7 minutes to play. Big student section behind the bench once again tonight. Gould in the corner. That foul's going to be on Drew Patterson. Second foul on Drew. 6th team foul. Alvaro Leyva into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Lob into Juice Leyva. Aguilar steps in on Ritzman, missed the shot. Patterson with the rebound. Finds Oldham. Oldham brings it up the side of the floor.
Yeah, Austin has no reason to jump.
Beltran.
All he's got to do is put his arms up and he's got it blocked.
Maddox had it blocked by Juice Leyva. And the ball knocked away in the backcourt somehow. We have no way to find out, but that was almost a 10 count just because Maddox got his hand on that ball and knocked it away. But Syracuse with the timeout there with 6:25. If we got one, let's go to it. We'll be back right after this.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
(44-29), the Bronx lead it with 6:25 to go. Bronx led it by 20 at the end of the third quarter. And going into the end of the third quarter here to the fourth quarter, Syracuse on an 8-0 run.
It will be our ball for possession arrow if we do end up having to tie up.
All right, so one little advantage for the Bronx there. Syracuse basketball, Leyva in the backcourt. Foul situation, Lakin with 6 team fouls, Syracuse with 4.
Drew got a nice hand on that one.
Drew got a hand in there to alter that putback, and that was by Sheldon Venable, who's into the lineup. Drive, finds Maddox. Venable blocks it from behind. Oh, and a foul on Maddox in the backcourt. MJ into the lineup. Eric Munson into the lineup. So now coach is going to sub a few players in, probably just keep them all fresh now. A foul on Maddox is his first. Syracuse in the 1-1. Brody Keller hits the free throw. His first attempt of the night. Second free throw coming up for Keller. Short. And Ryder with the rebound. Syracuse currently on a 9-0 run.
Long.
3 from the left side off the mark. Oldham And they said it was blocked, so Syracuse has it going the other way.
Long pass.
Lost Ryder. You could see that coming. Ryder. Dish. Oldham off the glass. Won't go. Oh, my goodness. Just rolled off the front. Keller from the corner. Good defense that time by Munson. Work it up top to Bryson Lubers. Syracuse resets it, just over 5 to play. Juice Leva out front. In the corner to Brody Keller. Lob stolen away by MJ. Gives it up to Calder. Over to Munson. Eric could have fired from 3 that time. He just wanted to work it back out.
Oh, it's smart that he didn't.
Munson in the paint.
We'll
got the teardrop to fall. Eric Munson off the drive. Hits his 8th point.
Oh! Blocked by Munson.
Munson with the block.
But they put it back.
Venable with the putback. Still a 14-point Bronx lead. Munson cross-court pass to Coulter. Coulter double team. Ball gets away. Looking for help. My goodness, how many times are they going to push him to the side? But he does find Eric Munson. Back to Drew. Drew drives.
Another teardrop.
Oh, won't go. MJ with the rebound. He'll be fouled by Sheldon Venable. Martinez, Gould, back into the lineup for Syracuse along with Morrill. And then Freddie Vasquez, his first action. Bronx inbounds. Shaky with it, under 4 minutes to play. Munson dribbles right side, hands it off to Shaky, now up front to Pablo.
Great
back cut. Coulter laid it up and in.
I was just about to say that that's what they need to do.
Foul out front will be on Pablo Arreola. That's his first. Freddie Vasquez with the 1-and-1, missed the mark. And MJ Gonzalez with the rebound. Outlet to Shaky. Now finds Coulter.
Get it over.
And a timeout by Lakin. Lakin gets it across if Shaky doesn't bobble that dribble.
Yeah.
You know, that's just one of those that just disrupted the timing. And it consequently just made Lakin call their timeout. So we're going to take a break as well. 3:18 to play. We'll be back right after this.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
.318 to play. Bronx with the 48-32 lead over Syracuse. Brett and Jared with you. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lady Bronx and Bronx basketball. Earlier, the Lady Bronx, a winner over Syracuse by the score of 38-29. Lady Bronx pushed their record to 4-2. Lakin basketball. Eric Munson to inbound for the Bronx. Coulter in the backcourt takes it across the timeline now with 3:15 to play. Corner, MJ, 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound and the outlet to Jay Gould. Inigo Morrow with the basketball. Pass near side, Freddie Vasquez. Gould from the right elbow hits it. Jay Gould in double figures now with 11. Up the floor, Eric Munson. Back to Pablo. He shovels it to Shaky. As the Bronx now may just try to hold it and work as much as they can off of it. Shaky hesitated. Step past the defender. Oh, it's too strong off the glass. And the rebound comes off to Venable. And now Shaky with the steal.
Oh.
Ball is loose. And they're going to give it to Syracuse. Maddox Beltran back into the Bronx lineup. 2:15 to play. Barring a miracle, the Bronx will improve their record to 3-3. Jay Gould with the inbound, dribbles near side, top of the key to Bryson Lubers. He'll give it up to Brody Keller.
Max is working down there.
Yes, he is. Gould from the short baseline off the flat of the rim, won't go. Juice Leva with the offensive board and puts it up over Maddox. Maddox did everything right.
Yep.
Munson had it on the baseline, throws it back out front. Bronx are going to win their 16th straight over Syracuse. Oldham kicks it out to Shaky. Under a minute and a half to play.
That was the same pivot foot. He just was backwards when he moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. I know it looked weird. But
Oh, Shaky with the steal spin. It's going to be on the floor, but it got the steal in the foul. That foul will be on Jay Gould, his first.
Oh, ball doesn't lie.
Maddox to inbound. Bounce pass into Pablo. He'll dribble it out. And that's out front to Shaky. Now out front to Coulter. I like that. Coulter dribbles. Munson flashes outside.
Yeah, it's easy.
Now Maddox out near the timeline looking for help, and Nate's going to use the last timeout. Lakin kept working themselves too far out, and eventually you're going to get trapped. And that's just exactly what happened there. Full timeout. Let's just leave it here. 53.7 seconds to go. Final score at Holcomb. Holcomb 67, Ulysses 48. Bronx heading to Holcomb on Tuesday. Holcomb lost to Colby last night. It was a makeup game from before the Christmas break. So Holcomb losing by 4 to Colby last night and bouncing back with a win tonight. 53.7 seconds to go. Bronx 48, Syracuse 36. Bronx fouls at 8, Syracuse at 6. So the Bronx in the bonus the rest of the way. One of the sponsors I haven't mentioned tonight is Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin. I see the Escabels over there behind the scorers table. Big E, big supporter of Lakin High School sports and a supporter of Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. We thank them for all he does. Great homemade, authentic Mexican food on Main Street, Lakin. Lakin with the inbounds. Munson with it. Gets it to Maddox, under a minute to go. Foul out front. Maddox will go to the line for the one and the bonus. Foul will go against Inigo Morrow, his third. Both teams now in the bonus.
And we only scored 4 points in this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Just realized that.
Ross Ryder back in the Bronx lineup. Maddox hits the first of the free throws, gets the bonus here. Missed the second one, but got the rebound.
There we go.
Ball out near the timeline. Ryder chasing it down. He'll be fouled, I believe, by Gould. And it is the second foul on Jay Gould. Ryder hits the first one. Bronx, not a lot of offense in this fourth quarter, which might concern the Bronx coaching staff. But thankfully, the Bronx had a 23-point lead at one time.
And also great defense, too. May not have the best offense, but they did have pretty great defense.
Oldham fouled in the backcourt. I'm thinking, how many times are you going to let him hack him on the arm before you call it? And Syracuse at that point is just trying to foul. So Calder will go to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1. That foul is on Juice Leyva, just his first. Coulter with a chance at double figures with this free throw. Got it. Coulter in double figures with 10. And hit them both. Coulter with 11 points. Bronx up by 17. Bronx with the defense tonight are going to get an under 40 on their opponent.
Yeah, hopefully.
Brody Keller hits the basket. If they can hold on for the last 10 seconds, I guess.
Add one to it.
And Coulter back to the line to shoot free throws. Bronx now will just leave an empty lane. Foul against Juice Leyva. Oh, in and out. Coulter with the second opportunity. The Bronx were in the double bonus there. Four seconds. Shot off.
Got it.
I'm glad because it kept them under 40. After I made that comment, I thought now they're going to get it. So the Bronx with a 54-38 win. They will improve to 3-3. Syracuse falls to 4-3. And we're going to take a timeout and add up the numbers. We'll be back. You've been watching Bronx basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back after this.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
The Lakin Recreation Commission has a full fitness room with 5 treadmills, tread climber, rowing machine, 3 elliptical fitness cross trainers, 2 stationary bikes, and strength training fitness equipment. You'll find just what you need for your own quality workout. The fitness room is open for the public's use free of charge during business hours. For use after business hours, Lakin Rec also has a keyless entry system available. The Lakin Rec Commission, always involved with the youth of Lakin, 702 North Campbell, Lakin, 355-7039. The benefits are endless.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Once again, the Bronx win it by the score of 54-38. Winning their second game in a row. Got Drew Patterson up here to thank us. Tell you what, that's a great game by that young man tonight. And I say off the bench, you know, it was just a 5-man rotation all night long, but Drew Patterson with 12. I really thought during the middle parts of the game, that's what really kept the Bronx going.
Oh, yeah. And he brings plenty of energy to the court, too. So when you're knocking down shots and bringing that extra energy, keeps the team going, keeps the flow going.
And I'll tell you what, all around the Bronx tonight, they had 3 players in double figures. Eric Munson finished with 8. But every contribution tonight was important. And when Nate and I talked at the halftime of the girls' game, I talked about this team, if it's going to do things and be successful, it's going to have to be 5 doing it, not 1. They don't have that go-to guy that's going to, you know, score 18, 20 a night. And tonight, I think that was one of those nights that all 5, when they were on the floor, they all worked together.
Yeah, it seems to me like everyone knew the role of each set of 5 that we put on the court tonight. So I think that's the most important thing. They went out, did what they were supposed to do, maybe did a little extra, and proved successful for the Bronx.
Scoring for the Bulldogs, Jay Gould in double figures with 11. Juice Leyva finished with 8. Brody Keller with 7. Kyler Keller with 4. Bryson Lubers with 4. And Sheldon Venable with 2. I talked about Kyler Keller's 4 points. He fouled out after committing his 4th foul and then was assessed a technical with 3:37 to go in the 3rd quarter, and that is as huge a play for the Bulldogs as I would think that Jordan Wallmeyer, their head coach, would want to see. You know, when you have a player with his talent that goes out of the ball game that early.
Oh, guaranteed. I mean, if you have a very aggressive guy like he is, go out early and gets frustrated, then picks up another foul. I mean, that's devastating to a team, no matter which side it could have been. But Bronx definitely took advantage of it and started attacking more and being aggressive and took advantage of what we got given.
Yep. Bronx never trailed in this contest, led by 23 with 2:10 to go in the ball game, and held on for a 16-point lead. I say held on, but they did get it down to 13 there late. So let's look at the Bronx totals. I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead and give the Bronx totals, because I think your free throw numbers are more right than mine are.
Let's see. Eric Munson with 8. Jakey with 2. Coulter Oldham with 12. Maddox Beltran with 2. Ross Ryder with 2. MJ Gonzalez with 11. Austin Ritzman with 5. Drew Patterson with 12. First half free throws, they were 6 of 9. Second half, 9 of 12, making him 15 of 21, shooting 71% tonight.
I had 8 of 12 in the second half. That's where I was trying to find out where my difference was. I counted yours, and yours was right at 9.
Yep.
Oh, I missed MJ's. That's what it was. Yep, there it is.
71% really helps out in winning games as well.
Exactly. You do that in your head? 71%?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got the microphone back. Well, that's pretty good. You do that in your head, 71%. You sure? I don't know. I think,
I'm a genius. 71.4 if you want to be exact.
You did it on your phone.
I think it's 71.48 or something.
That was what I was going to probably come up with, because I was pulling out my phone.
I think I still got it sitting here. 0.42. Doesn't round up enough.
Okay, well, it's too low to round up anyway. So a great night here for both teams. Lady Bronx with a win, moved their record to 4-2 with a 38-29 win. And just like the last games before Christmas, nice night to be in the gym here, and same here tonight. But I'll tell you what, it gets a little tougher Tuesday.
Tuesday is going to be a battle.
Going to Holcomb, and it ought to be 2 good games, and of course we'll have all of it for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Ladies tip at 6, boys at 7:30. and we'll have all the action for you right here.
That's going to be a great test of adversity.
Yep.
And how you learn how to fight and fight and fight to get wins. It's going to be a good one.
Well, I'll tell you what, tonight was a fight too as well, because I'll tell you, it was one of the deals that safe to say they let them play.
Yep.
And it was a battle out there. And the thing about it is, don't get too comfortable in the way you played tonight, because Tuesday it's a different crew and it's going to be different. So
different atmosphere, different team, everything.
Yeah. So looking forward to it. It'll be good. And then after that, the week after that, then it's the grind of the High Plains League tournament. And you'll see how that works out. I'm hoping everything works out for me. My job wants to be a royal pain right now. So I'm hoping that'll work out for us. We're still waiting for Coach Schmidt to come up and visit with us. And I'll tell you what, Coach works hard every game night. I don't know that maybe there's been a harder night than he may have worked tonight. He really was working tonight, and I think it did paid off for everybody. Yeah, still kind of waiting, but I know he's on his way. Where are you heading? No. Jared stepping out as we wait. Coach will be coming here pretty quick. A lot of people still milling around the gym talking and enjoying the success of the evening. I do want to thank everybody for joining us here on LakinSports.com, Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Thank all the great sponsors, and we ask those watching if you do the same thing. Thank the sponsors for all they do, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be watching us on YouTube. So we do appreciate everything they do. And we want you to thank them as well. JD Ham, our tech support. JD still working through some of his health issues that he had during the football season, but he's getting better as the days go by. So I want to thank JD for everything he does. And Coach has made it out of the locker room, but hasn't made it through the crowd of people that he knows. So still on his way. But Jared, middle school, I believe they go to Syracuse on Monday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't.
Yeah, it is.
You just get on the bus and go wherever they tell you to, right?
Basically, I take it one day at a time. I got two schedules to worry about now, so I don't know if it's high school, middle school, or what's going on. But got to shoot around Sunday, try to prepare, watch a little film, and hopefully be able to go and play a good game.
Yep.
I think B team's only lost 2 games this year.
That's good.
A team, I think, is either 3 or 4.
Uh-huh.
Can't remember, but
yeah,
not too shabby. Should be good to go. Came out of the break with strong wins, so hopefully I can keep it going. A little bit worried with it. You never know with kids after Christmas breaks how they're gonna react.
You're exactly right. So
all righty, here it is.
All right, hand it off to Coach. And now we're joined by Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. Coach, congratulations on the win. I'll tell you what, when we talked at halftime, we talked about how if this team was going to be successful, they had to do it 5 as 1 instead of 1 as 1 or 1 as 5. And I think that's safe to say that these guys may have done that tonight.
Yeah, that was the complete, team win. That's the ultimate sacrifice, for our guys, to have guys that have the ability and deserve to start to come off the bench and even out 2 waves of 5, and 2 minutes here, 2 minutes here, 2 minutes here. You got to put your ego aside, you got to put your pride aside a little bit, and you got to put the team first. And we felt, 100% credit to the kids and what they did. but we felt like we talked about before, we have to find a way to game plan and utilize the guys we have and the ability we have, and we did that. And I thought, that's the most energetic we've been, the most intense we've been, and it showed tonight. When you play all those young kids and this is the intensity level that you want, well, sometimes that's hard when you got a bunch of younger guys. Well, you throw all those younger guys in there, and then all of them together get you kind of to that intensity level that you're looking for. But I thought they did an excellent job tonight. Very, very proud of them. Major improvement, and that's what we're about. Very proud of these guys.
Excellent job by everybody, and that's what I said to Jared, start of our post game is whether anybody scored in this game or they didn't, but everything that anybody that played tonight, any little thing they did contributed to this win. They didn't have to score. They didn't have to rebound. There might have been a saved, might have been an assist, might have been a save, might have been, just whatever. But everybody that played contributed one way or the other.
Yeah, very proud of them. We've been working on, and this. It's a they're like play hard stats or hustle stats, and we keep track of them every day in practice, and that's our conditioning. And we feel like when that is good, then we're pretty good. And it's offensive rebounds, steals and deflections, paint touches, dives and charges. The aggressive play, the get out of your comfort zone and play aggressive. And we feel like those are energy plays, and we've been keeping track of it. We always have, but making them a priority in practice, and it carried over tonight. And I let Coach HK, bring something to the table, and he's got this, all-star wrestling belt that he's got with the Lakin Bronx on it. And he said, Coach, I want to give a defense, the play hard award after every game. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Man, and those boys, they were playing their tails off just to get that darn belt. And we had the player that got it tonight, if I recall, he had 6 paint touches. He had 7 steals and deflections, 4 offensive rebounds, and we gave it to Ross Ryder, who's a guy when I talked to Ross, I said, first of all, you need to play basketball the way you play football, man. You need to be aggressive, you need to play fearless and run around. And, he's asking, hey, well, Keller went out. Can I full deny this kid? Or, no, come on, Ross. just play, man. But, it's a stat line like this. We talk about this all the time. We always have guys that come through that, they can find their way onto the court for us by playing that role, and had guys doing that tonight. But Ross definitely starred in that role tonight. He was huge for us. So very proud of him.
And the thing about it is it's hard to pick out anybody, but you look at this scoring, there were 3 players in double figures, Coulter with 12, but I thought the 2 that really jumped out at me tonight, and I'm more and more impressed with MJ Gonzalez every time I see him play. And he finished with 11, but and then Drew, you can touch on both of them, but Drew technically off the bench, but 12 points, and I really thought during the middle part of the game, Drew's hustle and his shooting was what really kept this team glued together at the time.
Yeah, no doubt. And the longer MJ's here, the more comfortable he's going to be, and the better we're going to be. There is some strategy to the way we play. I know sometimes people think we're running up and down the court, but there's some strategy to it, and it's taken him a while to learn it. And the more he learns it, the more aggressive he can be, the more confident he'll be, and the better we'll be. But I thought he was huge tonight, by far his best game. And he stayed out of foul trouble, so he got to stay on the court.
Yep.
And Drew was huge. He hit some big shots for us. He plays his tail off. He's getting some rebounds, diving on the floor. Drew's been really, really good. And again, I continue to refer to this, but we split the guys up evenly tonight. And they all probably played less minutes than as a whole than what they're used to playing.
Yep.
And they all had the best stat line that they've had. Minutes are minutes, but we want quality minutes. I'd rather you go out and play 2 quality, really, really good minutes than leave you out there for 6 to 8 in their average. And I thought those guys did that tonight. And MJ and Drew, they were good. They were by far our vocal and intensity, energy leaders all week, and that carried it over into tonight's game.
Adric had 2 points tonight, but I thought he did a good job running the point, bringing the ball down tonight too as well.
Yeah, again, he's going to continue to get better, and there's a guy, I'll touch on it with all of them, but, he's our starting point guard, and he gave up a lot of minutes tonight, to allow us to be better as a team. But he continued to find a way to contribute. He handled the ball, took care of, got some good steals and rebounds. See, look at Ross smiling with that belt he's got right there. But, no, he was good for us. He's had a good week. And, like I said, they've had good weeks and they've had a good break, and I'm just excited to see it carry over into tonight's game.
Good time to enjoy it. Next Tuesday, travel over to Holcomb, and as you know, you've been part of it on the dark side of it, but it's always been a rivalry, and it's always been good competitive games anytime those two teams get together.
Yeah, and I touch on this every time. Obviously that's where I'm from, and very grateful for my time there. But I'm a Lakin Bronc, and this is where we're doing what we're doing, and I'm glad I'm on the side that I'm on, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us to go over there and play versus a very, very good team. But we're going into it a lot more confident and a lot better than maybe we were. But you said it, and I take a great deal of pride in that. It's a rivalry game. You could argue there for a little while, for a stretch. It kind of lost its rivalry. But I would, it's back, and I think that has a lot to do with a lot of the kids that we've had here as of late. And they played Colby extremely tough. Last night they've got some big wins. They won a tournament. So it's going to be another battle. But what an opportunity for us to go play against a really good basketball team before we get ready to go into the league tournament.
Exactly, and Holcomb did beat Ulysses tonight by 15, so bounced back with off the loss last night. So Bronx winners of 2 straight, won their 16th straight over Syracuse, and that's just numbers I like to keep.
I may or may not have shared that in the locker room, Brett, but
okay.
Appreciate you giving me those stats in there.
I should have got it to you.
In the loop.
I should have got it to you earlier instead of. But I don't know.
It's all good, man.
My head's not in the right place. My head's cloudy right now. So, but once again, Bronx now have won 2 straight, even a record of 3-3, and that's the most important thing. This team is just going to have to gain confidence each time out, and I think that's what they're doing right now. So, great job tonight, and looking forward to Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
You bet.
Appreciate it, man.
You bet. As always, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. Once again, the Bronx beat the Bulldogs tonight by the score of 54-38, and Lady Bronx do the same by the score of 38-29. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Thanks to all the great sponsors that make what we do possible. And if you have a chance, thank them for us, because we can't thank them enough. J.D. Ham, our tech support, thank you for all he does. Sandy was here taking pictures. Those will be put on Facebook as well for everybody to enjoy. And Jared, once again, great job with the color analysis and production of our production here tonight. So everybody, have a great weekend. Take care. We'll see you from Holcomb on Tuesday night. Until then,